These are all my palettes. What's up, Pineapple? We are here for a major declutter, and I will tell you right now, I have 2 eyes, so I definitely do not need these many palettes. Now it's starting to get ridiculous, but I will say I have been jumping out the box a lot more, so certain palettes I will keep just because I need a palette with bright colors or have maybe duochrome and stuff like that. There's a lot of basic palettes that I could probably say goodbye to. I have already decluttered palettes before behind the scenes and I have not shown you yet. And I already have new palettes to play with, so I have to make some room. I'm gonna start off with my quads because these are smaller palettes and maybe I can get through them. This one is a Hello Kitty from ColourPop, and I know the reason why I kept this. If you can see, there's Hello Kitty holding a pineapple. Do I have any yellow shadows? I'm not sure, so I'm gonna have to keep this and put it to the side. We're already doing bad. This Natasha Denona is an amazing travel palette. Let's go through these quads because I know some of them are very, very similar. They're very similar. This one is Bear It All and She's a Natural. These are both very great on-the-go basics. Oh my gosh, why am I doing so bad? Okay, let's take this one. It's a smoky one with some shimmers. I haven't touched it. She's gotta go. Sparkler. Palettes I don't keep. They're going to be set back there. I'm going to let go. I haven't even touched it yet, but I will say these quads are some of my top faves. Just going to let it go because there's a crack in it right here. So that's my reasoning. 3 palettes down. Don't feel too bad about putting those others to the side. This was definitely my go-to. It's a little cracked, but it's not all the way done. I'm going to keep it. I'm telling you, these quads are so great. It's like a one and done where I really like palettes that are on the smaller side as opposed to huge. These longer ones. These ones are a go-to. All of these. I will also tell you right now that ColourPop is one of my favorite brands. Maybe I'll do better in another section. Jackie Aina Anastasia palette. I have not touched it in forever, but it's a smaller palette, and any Disney one I'm definitely going to keep because I'm a huge Disney fan. ColourPop I'm going to keep because I don't have any like blue shadows, like a lot of blue ones. And like I said, I've been jumping out the box a lot. Urban Decay She-Hulk. Oh man, this is a newer palette and I've actually been dipping into that a lot. Play It Cool. Oh my gosh, why is this so hard? I am getting rid of nothing. Here we go. Honey. Okay, so we got a yellow one right here. So you know what that means? Because there's more shades of yellow, I can get rid of my Hello Kitty. I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to get rid of the Hello Kitty and I'm going to keep an all yellow palette. Lilac has been my favorite color recently, and I've been dipping into this one. I just did a really cool Ursula look. This is another one where I'm like giving excuses. I don't have any pastels and I need to jump out the box and do some pastels. These LA Girl are actually pretty good and pigmented, but they are a larger palette. So I'm going to get rid of this one. And I feel like I have another one. This Mirage, it's a beautiful palette from Profusion. Look at the colors. Looks amazing, but it's gotta go. It's huge. This is just one of those brands that are very hit or miss for me. So I'm gonna let this one go. This Hey Hey Vacay, is this the other one? Oh no, see, so I did have 2 of them. The pigments are amazing. They're very beautiful, but I'm going to let these 2 go. Pigment, it just wasn't there. I remember I tried this in a video and the shadows were actually muddy, so not sure why I put it back in the drawer. Okay, I tried to organize my palettes. So any Disney palettes I'm going to keep, and if you don't know, I have a Disney page, which is Forever Lizzy XO. So I like, showing makeup that's obviously Disney themed. Here's the new Alice in Wonderland collection, which I want to do a video on. Woo! From Sigma. So all of these, and here's a Cinderella from Sigma. All of the Disney ones I'm going to keep. We have the Too Faced, and I've had this in my collection just because it's very cute with all the animals in front. And I have never touched this palette. And I know someone who would absolutely adore this. So I'm going to make their day and I'm going to give it to them. Next up, I have Huda Beauty. And this is actually a much older palette, the Desert Dusk. And I'm going to let this one go, Eternals. I even saw this movie. This is a newer palette. It comes out like this. Urban Decay is known to do these like mainly like back in the day. I remember they had like all these pop-ups and stuff. Here are the shadows. It's just so big. Remember was it the Vice palettes? Those were so in, and I had every single one. I was obsessed with collecting them, and I would buy them the second they would come out. I'm gonna let this one go, and I actually wasn't a fan of the movie. The Urban Decay She-Hulk, so now I don't feel bad keeping that. Corderosa from Sigma is an amazing one. This Anastasia Beverly Hills from Jackie Aina, you know, I'm gonna let it go. I was thinking about it, and I love her. I absolutely love her, but I don't know. This is my only Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. Yeah, I just haven't reached for it, so I'm going to let this one go. Next up, I have the Naked Smiley. I've actually been using this a lot, specifically the peach shade, but I really just like the combination, and it's a newer palette, so I'm going to keep that. I used the Brentman Rock for my recent Ariel and Ursula look, so I'm going to keep this, and I absolutely love him, but the colors are really nice, and everybody was saying like, what colors did you use? And I said, just dip in your own palettes. Whenever you follow a tutorial, you can just use whatever colors you have. And this one was the one that hit like the greens that I really needed, and this certain purple, so I'm gonna keep it. I have my Natasha bronze palette. I love that. This Sigma one is a newer one from Diana Saldana. I really like this one. That's a newer one. The Enchanted, I have a mini Enchanted, so I think what I'm gonna do, whoops, let me open this one up because it is brand new, and I kind of want to do a comparison compared to the palette, and we'll kind of see what I let go. So here's a smaller version. Man, I wish it had that gold Electrum, but I have this gold in like other ones. You know, I'm gonna let this larger palette go, and I'm going to keep this smaller one because I really like the shimmers in it. Let's see, this NARS one I feel like is an everyday. Yeah, so this one has a highlight and a blush. So this is mainly like a quick, everyday, easy palette, because then it also has the blush with it right there. So I'm actually going to put this to the side because I do like it. These are brand new ones. I'm going to keep it at my Patrick Ta Dimension 2. Did you guys hear about like something about mold in his makeup? I haven't found anything in my makeup. I love this eyeshadow palette so much. It looks stunning. I love all his makeup. I don't know if that was with everybody's. I didn't really look into it. This is a new one from Angela Bright. I just got this from Sigma. Very beautiful. Sigma, can we collaborate? Thank you. I love you so much. The Ambiance is a beautiful palette too. Just very beautiful in bronze. Okay, I have the Kathleen Lights So Jade. Oh my gosh. Oh, I never reached for this one, and it's so big, and I love you, Kathleen. Oh my gosh, I have to let go of stuff. Here's the Bare Necessities. This might be the only one I keep because this is like a great base. Natasha Gold palette, which I do like. I have the Tati Beauty palette, and I just haven't reached for it, but I think it's because I just have other palettes stacked on top of each other, so I'm gonna try. Okay, we might declutter her the next round. Okay, Natasha Denona Love. I love this one. The Mercury Retrograde is actually no longer available. I reached for this one the most out of all her palettes, so I'm going to keep this one. And the nude one, I'm going to let go. I never reach for it anymore. I used to. This is a newer palette to my collection. So stunning. And then I have this one right here. I'm going to let it go. ColourPop Play It Cool. Like I said, this is very beautiful. You know what? I'm going to let go of it. Look at all my pile. I'm very surprised how good we're doing. These are the ones that I love. I love smaller palettes. Bling Time, I know I love the color shades in this. Beachy, and this is pretty cool. So I'm going to keep this. I haven't even used this from Sigma, so we need to jump out the box. Let's work with those colors. The Lilac, you know what? I think I'm going to keep the Lilac, but I'm going to get rid of Sweet Vibes. ColourPop is like my favorite go-to brand for eyeshadows. The Rosy one, this kind of gives like Anastasia, what is it, modern Renaissance vibes. I'll keep her. She looks good. Fiery, I already love. Frozen, I love Disney. Here's Earthy and Spicy. Oh my gosh. Big Poppy is one of my favorites where I ended up, oh no. This isn't the one. Okay, Going Coconuts, I'm going to get rid of. I haven't reached for this at all. Secret Admirer. Oh my gosh, these shades look really beautiful. But you know what? I'm going to let this one go because I already have some other pinky shades. Big Poppy. I love it when you call me Big Poppy. I'm going to get rid of Big Poppy. The Smokiness. Ooh. Okay, wait. I think I did really good. FYI, I won't lie, I have my Urban Decay Naked palettes in my drawer, and that's because I actually want to make a shadow box of it one day. When will I do it? I don't know, but hopefully eventually, just because I want to see the evolution of like the Naked palette. And one of my very first purchases of a high-end palette was the Urban Decay Naked. I do have, like I said, all the Naked palettes except the cherry one. I got rid of that one because I felt like it just didn't fit. No offense, but look how dull that is compared to today's palettes. But I thought this was the best thing ever. I felt so beautiful wearing this. I remember Half Baked was so amazing, and Buck was always up in that crease if you come from the OG YouTube days. Regardless of if I do it within a year or two, whenever, I still want to do it. So these ones are on the side and not to use, but mainly for like memory, because I'm someone where I'm super sentimental. Like I have a couple other ones that I have that I didn't show you that I will forever keep in my collection because they're very special. If you're curious on the sentimental ones, this is my very first Inglot when IMATs was a thing, and it was so cool to customize your own palette with a magnetic top. The solo look, unfortunately, they went out of business, but the owners are so sweet, and this was the first time my name right here at WhatWouldLizzyDo was on a palette. I couldn't even believe it. And this is a super important palette because I was actually supposed to do, they used to call them, what do they call them? Just like makeup exchanges, and I was supposed to do one with Talia. And this was the Aquatic Tarte palette that I was going to give her. And I remember the first time I went to New York, I gave it to my friend because she was meeting up with the mom and sister, Mattia, and I had her give the package to them when I was going to exchange with her. And it was my first time in New York, and I forgot. It was like, I didn't want to interfere on their personal dinner. So, yeah, but I will never, I don't see myself ever getting rid of them. Let me put these away and let me show you the whole pile of what I'm getting rid of. So I look like I actually got rid of stuff. All right, so let me show you all the palettes I got rid of. I am very happy with myself. I got rid of all these quads, these larger palettes right here, as well as these ones, these three, and all of these. So I actually did really good, much better than what I thought. All right, guys, so that is it. I'm super proud of how many palettes I'm getting rid of. Honestly, I thought I wasn't gonna get rid of too many. I really debated doing this video. I will say I've been really good at like letting go of makeup before. I feel like I could not let go of anything. Like I would declutter and I'm like, no, wait, I think I need this. I think I need that before throwing it away. But now I just let stuff go. In case you missed it, I did declutter lipsticks, lip glosses, lip balms, and another declutter. So I'll link that down below as well, and it'll be in the cards. But hopefully you guys decluttered some stuff with me. Go ahead and get rid of the stuff you really just don't need. I definitely want to declutter my clothing. Huge one, because I have a lot of stuff that doesn't fit me, stuff that is too big on me that I just keep, or things that I just need to get out of the mix because it's like, I don't wear it anymore, or maybe I wear it too much where it's just like, let it go. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Go declutter. Mwah.